Hi, and welcome to this ninth edition of Microsoft Monday. In this video, we will explore how to use Flipgrid, a video discussion community tool for your classroom where you as the teacher adds a topic for discussion and the students respond back to that topic. We will now create a Flipgrid group inside of our brightspace course and then provide an example of how this is done inside of Microsoft Teams. To get started, let's go to Flipgrid's homepage at info.flipgrid.com, and on the upper right hand corner, let's sign up for a free educator account. Once you've signed up for a free account, let's now log in using our created username and password. Once we've successfully logged into Flipgrid, this will now take us to our administration page, which will now enable us to create our first group by clicking on the blue button like so. You could add a cover image if you so choose, and we're now also going to create our group name. So I'm going to call this Qualia Sandbox Course, which is the same course name which I'm using inside of my sample D2L course. And I'm also going to set the group status now to active, and we're going to enable group notifications. If you scroll down, this is where we're going to set permissions. So in order for students to access our Flipgrid, we're going to want them to be able to register using our school board email address by clicking on student email. By default, all students should be using their email address, which has the suffix at student.publicboard.ca. So if they happen to use a private email address, Flipgrid will not allow students to register because they must be using their at student.publicboard.ca email address. Once you've inputted that, now click on Create Group. Once our course has been successfully created, we now have access to the share link to provide to our students. So here's the active link, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this link and we're going to click on the copy button. Once the link has been copied, we will now be able to go inside of our Brightspace D2L course, and at this point now, this is going to be the URL link which can now be shared with our students. So if I click on the update button, since this has already been a previously created announcement, this is now going to be the place for your students to be able to register and be able to participate inside of our newly created Flipgrid group. So here we have it, how to create and share a Flipgrid. Click the link to access the class Flipgrid at, so students will click on this link directly to access the resource. Now, in order to get started, what you as a teacher have to do now is to create a topic question for our students. As default, there is a sample topic already created for you titled Hello, I Am. If you click on this as an example, Flipgrid automatically creates a sample question for you. And the idea here is that we want our students to be able to share their ideas by A, asking how do you pronounce their name, and B, what is something that we should know more about you. So students will be able to now create a video to be able to answer these two questions. Now, in order to get started, in order to create this video, we want to click on the red button called Record a Response. When you click on the red button, it's going to open the active dialog box, which will now enable students to be able to record themselves. Now, depending on your browser, you may get a notification icon asking whether or not you want to enable your microphone and camera. We're going to be able to want to select Allow, which will now enable your webcam to be active for this particular session. Now, what you can do is to start recording, you can click on the circular button, but you also have options to either upload your own video clip, only have a session via microphone, mirror video, you could mute, but you can also screen record in order to add the content, but also to add effects such as adding things like text, ink. You could have a whiteboard effect, add stickers, and also add photos. Once the content is created, in order to see the active activity for you and your students, on the tab located on the top of the screen, we're going to click on Activity, and this is where you can see the previously created videos by your students. If you click on the video, you can actually see the content along with viewing how many responses the students had. So it's an idea they create the video and students could respond back to the video either by creating their own video or sound files. Now, in order to activate this for your Microsoft Teams session, there's going to be a part 2 of this video, which is going to be posted next week for all of the users for Microsoft Teams. So there you have it, folks. I hope that this latest video was helpful. Please reach out if you have any further questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.